Welcome back, everyone, of the Westlake Hornets Teambuilder Dynasty here on NCAA Football 14. As today, we should have a fun one in tap for us. The Arizona State Sun Devils taking on the number 8 ranked, 6-1 in conference, 8-2 overall Westlake Hornets. With a win, the Hornets will clinch the Pac-12 South and advance to the conference championship. They do have another game, which will be next week, Senior Day, against BYU. But Westlake, they've won 7 in a row, coming off a nice win against UCLA, 31-24. The team is overall playing very well, and they have one of the more interesting tests of the season in Arizona State, led by redshirt junior quarterback Jack Jackson, the older brother of redshirt freshman Westlake linebacker Owen Jackson. As many Westlake fans and Jackson fans don't necessarily get along, and Jack Jackson is sort of rivals with Westlake, so I think this game does mean a little bit to him, as he's been solid but not insane this year. And Westlake also has multiple 5-star prospects visiting today. Welcome to the Hornets' Nest here in Burmester, Utah. The Arizona State Sun Devils, sitting at 4-6, take on the number 8 ranked 6-2 Westlake Hornets. Sun Devils choose tails because it never fails. Westlake wins the toss, and they choose to kick off. Here's the Arizona State offense led by Jack Jackson. As to start the game, Richard Haas loses 3 yards. Agobo Anecho Jr. reads the play like a book. Very good play from Westlake, as nobody saw him coming. Last year, Jack Jackson struggled against the Hornets, but so far today, he's 2 for 2 for 20 yards and has 1 carry for 6 yards, so I guess he hasn't been too bad. As Jackson scrambling, he's going to be sacked, losing a couple yards. It's the big, mean defensive tackle QJ Casimir with the sack. His 8th, I want to say, on the season. They're down in 7 now for Arizona State. Let's see if they can convert. No Richard Haas in the backfield. It's a different running back. As Jackson up the middle, he finds a wide open man. That's Glenn Scott for a gain of 23. Nice play from Jackson, who's now 3 for 3 to start off the game. 4:57 left to go in the quarter. As Jackson, he's going to keep it on the option. Brock Rivera knows it. That's a loss of 3. Second down and 13 after a 3-yard loss for Arizona State. As Jackson, he will hand it off for Jordan. Jordan with a nice gain, still on his feet. And 22 yards for Jason Jordan. He gets the touchdown, and the Sun Devils strike first. Good start for Jack Jackson and the Sun Devils. They lead at 7-0. Here's the Westlake offense for the first time today. Alex Ellis with the handoff, and he loses 4. Nowhere to go. Terrible blocking by Westlake. They're down in 6 for Westlake. Let's see if they can convert. Arizona State had no trouble converting on 3rd down on their first drive. As Britton, he's going to sail it deep for Brian Barnes, the redshirt freshman, for a gain of 24, and the drive stays alive. They're down in 4. Westlake is 1 for 1 so far on 3rd downs today. As Champ Britton looking to throw it. Britton dumping it off short for Everett Lemieux. Lemieux with the first down, gets by defenders. That's a very nice gain of 15. Westlake had to get a field goal, courtesy of their sophomore kicker Matt Fellows, and the score is now 7-3. Sun Devils still up. Jackson keeps it on the option, and Agobo Anecho makes another play, his 2nd tackle for loss today. Second quarter underway, Sun Devils lead at 7-3. They had to punt it on their last drive, so the Hornets have it. Is on 3rd down. Alex Ellis has a first down and a little bit more, trying to get around the defender. He does. Alex Ellis is nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown Hornets. A big run from last year's Heisman Trophy winner Ellis with the play, and Westlake takes their first lead of the day. Arizona State's offense has it back. Last drive they ended up punting it. They have it now down 10-7. As Jackson has not thrown an incompletion yet today. He gets it off to Haas. Haas gets by Sean Briggs. Richard Haas down the field, fumbles it. It's pushed, and Agobo Anecho recovers it, and Westlake will get the football back. Leon Moore, the sophomore safety, is the one with the force, and as you can see, that ball clearly was jarred out before his knee hit the ground. Excellent hit by Moore. After the fumble, Westlake's offense gets it back, up by 3. Will they take advantage? First down. As Champ Britton will hand it off for Alex Ellis. Ellis trying to get around the defenders. He does! And Alex Ellis with his 2nd touchdown of the day, stiff-arming the defender as he gets in. And Westlake's lead will extend as Ellis, after a slow start, is on fire. 6 for 6, 75 yards. Jack Jackson is playing quite well so far today. even though his team is sort of falling off after a good start. 2nd and 1. Jackson keeps it, and Alex Coker knows it. As Coker forces a tackle for a loss, Jackson loses 3. 3rd down and 15. On 2nd down, Jackson got hit hard and is out of the game momentarily. We'll find out the injury later. Pat Smith, meanwhile, is in the game as Smith on 3rd down connects with Robertson, and that's a nice 24-yard gain for Jeremy Robertson. Arizona State quarterback Jack Jackson has a bruised knee, and as you can see, he is back in the game for the Sun Devils, which is huge. 1st and goal. Jackson keeps it. Jackson still not gun shy, and he's tackled by his younger brother, Owen Jackson. That's definitely fun seeing Owen Jackson tackle his older brother, as now it's 3rd down and goal from the 7, sorry. Will the Sun Devils convert? It's Jack Jackson looking to throw it. Jackson finds Willis, his tight end. Blake Willis, 7 yards for the touchdown, and the Sun Devils make this one a little bit closer. Westlake's offense has the ball back as Alex Ellis has been phenomenal so far today for the Hornets. 1st down, Ellis, Britton, and Jackson in the backfield. Fake handoff, Britton looking to throw it. Risky pass. He finds Michael Wilson, who was super good last week against UCLA, gaining 33. 8 carries, 131 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Alex Ellis has been insane so far today. Most of those yards do come from his 2 touchdowns, but still, he has been truly phenomenal. As Britton, under a little bit of pressure, he finds his tight end, Sandu Fishing. Fishing gets by a defender and is brought down at the 6. 3rd down and goal for 1. Westlake is chewing clock. They're going to let it go to 2. And it's going to be a handoff for Alex Ellis, and he gets it. His 3rd touchdown of the half. And the Hornets will once again make it a double-digit lead. Arizona State is not calling either of their timeouts yet. Bad play calling by both Jackson and the coach. As on 3rd down, it's intercepted by the junior Emmanuel Charles. And that'll be a turnover. Westlake gets it back with 19 seconds and all 3 timeouts. Very bad pass from Jack Jackson, throwing it into double coverage. Don't get that idea at all. And the Hornets have 19 seconds plus all 3 of their timeouts. As Britton, scrambling, finds a wide-open Sandu Fishing. Fishing gets by a defender and will take it the distance. And the Hornets extend their lead as they get 31 points here just in the first half. 3rd down and 8 for Westlake. Let's see if the Sun Devils can finally get a stop. Britton and Sebastian Jackson in the backfield as Champ Britton looking to throw it. Britton has a wide-open man deep. That's Kyle Rivero, the redshirt freshman, for a gain of 29, and the drive will continue. The Hornets are back in the red zone as this game is looking more and more like a blowout, even though the Sun Devils have played respectable, as there's their junior, Sebastian Jackson, for the touchdown. Westlake's 4th rushing touchdown today, the first one for Jackson, and their lead gets even big. This looks like a close game earlier. Now Arizona State is down by 24. What has happened? It's Jackson looking to throw it. Jackson is intercepted again. This time by Wesley McNamara. Jackson was playing incredible to start, but once he hurt his knee, he's made multiple mistakes. That pass wasn't as bad as his first interception, but still it's a turnover. Remember, if Arizona State loses this game, which it looks like they will, then they won't be able to play in a bowl game this year. 4:30 left to go in the 3rd. As Champ Britton looking to throw it. Britton under a ton of pressure, no time to throw it, and he loses 5 on the sack by Antonio Bent. It is 2nd and goal from the 2. The Hornets trying to extend their lead. They have 21 unanswered at the moment, but they're going to try to make that number even bigger as Britton finds Sandu Fishing, the tight end. That's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game, and this is now a 4 possession game. What has happened to the Sun Devils? This is ugly. Jack Jackson started off 9 for 10. Since then, he's 0 for 2 with 2 interceptions as he's hit hard by Casimir. Richard Haas loses 4. It's Brock Rivera with the play. 3rd down and 16 now for the Sun Devils. Let's see if they can convert. 5 wide set. Jackson's actually going to have to throw it deep here. As Jackson looking to throw it. Under pressure. He is going to be sacked by the redshirt sophomore Isaac Solomon. We won't even get to see him throw a 10-yard pass out of bounds. Since that sack, both teams have punted it twice. It's now 1st and goal for the Sun Devils. It's been a very uneventful 4th quarter so far. 3 minutes left to go. It's Jack Jackson looking to throw it. Finds Jordan, and Jason Jordan trying to get the touchdown, and he does. Touchdown Sun Devils, his 2nd score of the game. There's a look at Jack Jackson's stat line as I'd be surprised if Arizona State gets the ball back. It turns out Arizona State does have the ball back because Westlake's offense is still not trying. Jack Jackson under pressure, intercepted again. This time by the middle linebacker, Chip Barron. Jackson's going to try to catch him, and he does. That's Jack Jackson's third interception of the day, the fourth turnover for the Sun Devils, and I think that'll officially do it. Clock is ticking. Looks like Westlake might be running another play, and they do, as Ellis has the ball, and Ellis gets another courtesy touchdown, breaking the school record for rushing touchdowns in a game. I guess Westlake wanted to do that to, in quote, pad the lead. We have ourselves an EDA Sports Studio update to finish off the game. UCLA taking on USC. Both teams have 7 wins, and both teams are tied up at 7. Let's see which team gets win number 8. Not a great start for Ron Robinson, who struggled last week against the Hornets. And LSU upsets number 6 Auburn 52-34. Both teams are now 7-4. I definitely expect LSU to enter the top 25. And now our game is over. Big win for Westlake, 52-21 your score. Jackson, 3 interceptions. He was not bad, but he made some big mistakes.
Hey, man!